What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and we're back with some head reviews. While the PLL was going on into the summer, there's been a couple that came out, so we're going to start taking a look at them for you guys so you can be informed of new heads that are out as you get into this spring season. And today, we've got the STX Surgeon 900. So this is, it's a head pretty far into their Surgeon line, but as far as when they started numbering them, it came after the Surgeon 700, so the higher the number, the newer the head. So this is the 900 replacing the STX Surgeon 700. There's a lot new here and some stuff that's the same. So this is their attack-focused head. You saw Justin Gutterding used it in the PLL, whereas a couple other guys continue to use the STX Ultra Power. And this is going to be the lightest head in their line. And that's one big change from the STX Surgeon 700 to the 900. The 700 was oddly heavy. It was 5.4 ounces and had the throat plug and a really beefy design. So this one, they decided to go back to the True Surgeon Roots, which is a super lightweight head. And this one weighs just about 4.4 ounces unstrung, which is super light. Did not find too many other heads that we've ever done that have been that light. The Optic 2 is like 4.6 ounces. So this is even lighter than that. So it is a really light head, which is great for attackmen. I think was their new goal with the Surgeon line. So it's 90 bucks, comes in a couple colors, including a cool marble mint, if you like to go a little wilder with your head. And let's take a look at basically what they have here. It's gonna be that familiar Surgeon silhouette, which is a nice tight face shape with a high flare, and then it's going to be a little more narrow at the widest point than a lot of heads that you would have seen. So it has a really tight face shape going all the way up. Again, great for attack, and that face shape will lend itself well to a mid-low pocket. For the stringing tech, last time they had a rail that had sidewall holes through it. I don't think that really landed for them. I don't think that many people ended up using those holes in the middle of the sidewall. So this time they have something subtle that came over from the Stallion Omega, and that's just these teeth here on the top of the sidewall. And what that's meant for, if you want to string it to the inside in certain ways, you're going to string it over the top of the rail and use those teeth, I guess, to keep the string in place. I don't think it does a ton, but it's kind of a cool looking feature even if you don't string it that way. They kept the speed scoop, which is basically this big flat portion of the scoop, and then tucked under are the string holes, which is always a nice feature of STX heads. The sidewall strut pattern is really simple, and then the throat is really simple as well, and it's short. Last time they felt like they needed the throat plug for a short throat. This seems just as short, maybe it's a little longer, and they had the screw holes on the front of the STX Surgeon, which always looked a little weird, moved them to the back. So it seems like in general, they just took some of those ideas from the 700 that weren't all that successful and just narrowed it into a slightly less specific head and made a really nice Surgeon 900. So for the plastic, this is not their Omega plastic. They just released the Stallion Omega and the Hammer Omega. This is not the Omega plastic. This is their Endure form, which is more similar to a regular nylon. And then for the actual pocket that we strung in it, they say it's designed for a mid-low pocket. So that's kind of what we did here. I think that this would work really well for a higher pocket because it is so pinched. It was pretty easy to string, plenty of sidewall holes, they're plenty big, nothing crazy or good or bad or otherwise, nothing right home here. It's just gonna string up a really solid, simple pocket. I did use their, I think they call it channel lock, which is this middle hole here. I do not like the look of it, but it does keep it just a little bit tighter up at the middle there if you string it up to the middle. So if you like it to be super tight and pulled up a little bit, that's not a terrible feature. You can use all the top string holes to make the tightest top string possible. So let us know what you think down in the comments. I think overall it's a really solid offering from STX, and if you want a really light head, again, this is the lightest one that we've measured. This is going to be it for you. As far as stiffness goes, it's certainly not the stiffest head in the world, and I think if you were to get it in the heat, it would get a little bit flimsy, but that's how it works in lacrosse. If you want ultra lightweight, you're not going to have the stiffest head, and I do think it's stiff enough for most attackmen. So thanks for watching, guys. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.